Karl Pavlovich Bryullov was a Russian painter. He was born Charles Bruleau on December 12, 1799, and died on June 11, 1852. His friends called him Karl the Great. He is seen as an important part of the change from Russian neoclassicism to Russian Romanticism. Biography. Karl Bryullov was born in St. Petersburg into the family of Pavel Ivanovich Bryullov, Brüllo, 1760–1833, an academician, woodcarver, and engraver who was of Huguenot descent. From a young age, he was always drawn to Italy. Even though he went to the Imperial Academy of Arts from 1809 to 1821, Bryullov never fully adopted the classical style that his teachers taught him and that his brother, Alexander Bryullov, pushed. After proving himself to be a smart and creative student and finishing his education, he left Russia for Rome, where he worked as a portraitist and genre painter until 1835. However, it was when he started painting historical scenes that he became famous as an artist. The Last Day of Pompeii, 1830–1833, is his most famous work. It is a large piece that Pushkin and Gogol said was as good as the best works by Rubens and Van Dyck. It caused a big stir in Italy and made Bryullov one of the best painters in Europe at the time. After he finished this work, he went back to the Russian capital in a state of triumph. There, he made many friends among the aristocracy and intellectual elite and got a high position at the Imperial Academy of Arts. In Leo Tolstoy's essay Why Do Men Stupefy Themselves? And later in his book What is Art? He told a story about Bryullov. During the years he taught at the Academy, 1836–1848, he created a portrait style that was a good mix of neoclassical simplicity and romanticism. This style satisfied his desire for realism with a fascinating level of psychological penetration. His health suddenly got worse while he was working on the ceiling of St. Isaac's Cathedral. Doctors told Bryullov to leave Russia for Madeira in 1849, so he did. He lived in Italy for the last 3 years of his life. He died in the village of Manziana, which is near Rome, and is buried at the Cimitero Cattolico there. What makes art? Bryullov's work is the peak of late Russian Romanticism, when a sense of the world's beauty and harmony gave way to a sense of tragedy and conflict. In the forefront of the historical picture, but its main theme is not the struggle of heroes, as in classicism, but the fate of the huge human masses. In The Last Day of Pompeii, his most important work, Bryullov combined dramatic action, romantic lighting effects, and the sculptural plasticity of figures. Both in Russia and in Europe, the painting made the artist famous. Bryullov was a great master of both ceremonial portraits and chamber portraits. His art changed from a joyful celebration of life in his early works to a complex exploration of the mind in his later ones, foreshadowing the work of artists like Ilya Repin in the second half of the 19th century. Bryullov had a huge impact on Russian artists, and many of them tried to copy his style.